Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Grizzly Pro Wrestling presents GPWCs. My name is Jack Maverick, I am your owner and commentator for this evening, and we are coming off a huge event from GPW Challenger, our big pay-per-view event, as we also saw the debut of Abyss at that show. He will be making his GPWC's debut here tonight against the man that he almost attacked with Janice, Ricky Saints, but we will also be seeing the Grizzled initiation be put into effect as Andre Chase and Josh Briggs of the Culling takes on Jackson Drake and Yoshiki Inamura in order to score a contract here in GPW. Drake and Inamura must be able to score the win here tonight. We'll also be seeing the Beautiful Madness Giulia taking on Tatum Paxley after Giulia defeated Sol Ruka in a big street fight in the NXT arena at GPW Challenger. I know it was weird either way, but also your main event of the evening will be the GPW National Championship will be on the line. Jacob Fatu and Shawn Spears have had their differences in the last couple of weeks, but Joe Hendry, after defeating Bronson Reed in a parking lot brawl, was entitled to a national championship matchup after the pain that he endured, and he will be getting that title shot here tonight. But to kick off our show, we will be having a Grizzled initiation, as we will not be seeing a debut, but a return to GPW. As you can see, making his way down to the ring here in Virginia Beach, Virginia, ladies and gentlemen, the young OG, Javon Evans. Javon Evans, one of the reliable guys that we have here in the locker room. Javon, he's always going to be putting on one hell of a competition, and especially here tonight, he kicks off tonight's show against one of the best that professional wrestling has to offer, Claudio Castagnoli. It has been so long since we have seen Claudio in action here in GPW. The last time Claudio had a one-on-one match was all the way back in November at Peace and Panic when he went one-on-one with Ricochet. And Claudio Castagnoli, his Grizzly Pro Wrestling contract was never officially signed. So Claudio, he's been, doing his little deal with the Death Riders over in AEW. But now Claudio, he's back here in Grizzly Pro Wrestling, and he's ready to take down Javon Evans. Both these guys, absolute workhorses in the middle of the ring, and they're going to take each other to the limit. If anybody is unfamiliar with the Grizzled Initiative, please check out GPW Challenger for more info. But either way, Javon Evans right now taking Claudio to the cleaners with a big dropkick. But like I was saying, the Grizzled Initiative allows the superstars and wrestlers from every bit of the world, every bit of company, to be able to compete here in GPW. And if they are able to, one matchup leads to an opportunity at a contract. Now, it is not guaranteed. They do not have to sign the contract, but they are still allowed to be able to compete, as much as they would like to. But the opportunity is there, as Claudio could earn that opportunity with that belly-to-back suplex. But now, Claudio taking Javon Evans in the corner. Oh, look at this now. Big knee to the gut from Javon Evans. Beautifully countered. Javon Evans now situating Claudio on the top rope. What a slap from the young OG. And look at this now. He's going to take Claudio to the top rope, and I think he's going to take him down with the Spanish fly. Both men go crashing down to the mat. But now Javon back up to his feet. He's got some fire. Claudio now, gets slammed out from Javon. Red dot incoming. Claudio stopping him in his tracks, pulls him in. Butterfly powerbomb, beautifully delivered. And he bridges down. Claudio looking to get the pinfall here. No! Javon Evans looking to take it away, but no, gets popped up into a backbreaker. Javon Evans now trying to take any bit of control that he can, but Claudio, you better look out in the sky, because there's a damn UFO that just went crashing down to the mat. And the young OG, big right hand, or big kick to the back of the leg, trying to go for the Mala cutter, the OG cutter, whatever you want to call it. And look at this now, Javon Evans trying to throw a lariat, goes off the ropes. Claudio, boom, turns him inside out with a lariat of his own. That could be it. Claudio taking Javon Evans down with that lariat. No! Javon Evans gets the shoulder up. Matchup continues on. Uppercut into the corner. Dodge from the young OG. And look at this now, taking Claudio away. Trying to go for an uppercut, but Javon Evans pulling Claudio in. Whoa! Vertigo delivered from the young OG. Snap German delivered. And look at this now, bridging into the pinfall. Javon Evans could get it here. No. Claudio gets the kick out. Now Javon Evans, oh no, out of the corner. The OG cutter caught with the Swiss death from Claudio, pulling Javon Evans up to his feet and drops him with the neutralizer. Claudio now hooking the leg. Claudio is one step closer back to GPW. Claudio Castagnoli defeating Javon Evans here tonight. Claudio is back in Grizzly Pro Wrestling, and Claudio Castagnoli is by himself. No Death Riders, no Wheeler, no Moxley. It's just him, and he's ready to make an even bigger impact than the first time around. Well, interrupting the celebration of Claudio Castagnoli as he just has to leave the ring, the deplorable actions from the GPW champion, the new GPW champion, Swerve Strickland. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're already going to get the confrontation. Ain't no waiting here. As there he is, behind him, Will Ospreay, the former GPW champion. Oh man, right to the back of the head with a Pele kick from Will Ospreay. It was at GPW Challenger that Swerve Strickland cashed in his breakout tournament championship match after Will Ospreay's amazing matchup with McIntyre. Ospreay trying to get his revenge here on Swerve, but Swerve staying right on his feet, and with the GPW championship around his waist, he's gonna walk in the GPW Mayday, and he is going to, well, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, it seems as if Will Ospreay, he's already trying to get the one-on-one for the rematch for the GPW Championship. Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland, both these men might be in the ring together. We don't know yet. At GPW Mayday, live from Washington, D.C., ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you tune in on September 12th for that event, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, September 12th. And as we can see now, ladies and gentlemen, we move to match number 2 of the evening. And we got some women's action as Tatum Paxley, NXT's own, GPW's own as well. Tatum Paxley been making her name a little bit more well known in the past year. But this woman has definitely been making waves amongst the GPW locker room. Giulia has been wanting to take on the entire locker room, and she defeated Sol Ruca at GPW Challenger in a street fight. And now, with Sol Ruca knocked down and Giulia getting her first win here in GPW, I mean, you know, with 4 matchups, it's crazy that it took Giulia that long to get one win here. But right now, Giulia is certainly showing off some power here to Tatum Paxley. Oh, man, just tossing her down, hammerlock body slam, I guess you can say. But Tatum Paxley, oh, look at that, like a toe touch, an elbow drop. And Giulia, certainly with, you know, the GPW Women's Championship. Hold on. Tatum Paxley rolls her up. No. But like I was saying, Elena Black, she was able to defeat Chelsea Green at GPW Challenger to retain her GPW Women's Championship. So we got to be thinking who's going to be next on the card for Elena Black to face for the GPW Women's Championship. Big sandwich into the corner from Tatum Paxley. I mean, would you call that a crossbody or a sandwich? Let's be real. But either way, Giulia pulling Tatum Paxley in. Pump handle slam, slamming her away. I was trying to say send and slam. Either way, Tatum Paxley into the corner. Big enziguri right to the top of the head of the Beautiful Madness. Tatum Paxley now scaling the top rope. What did she have in mind? 450! Tatum Paxley goes ribs first into the mat. And now Giulia, oh no, pulling her around, spins her down for Vermilion. And now, call it Arriva Dirty from Giulia, knocking Tatum Paxley right in the face, and Tatum Paxley knocked loopy. Giulia picks up the dominating victory. Giulia, what a absolute bashing of Tatum Paxley here tonight. Giulia making quick work of Tatum Paxley, and Giulia getting that wave of momentum. She said she wants to take on anyone that GPW wants to send her way. So Giulia, she's lining them up and trying to knock them all down. But ladies and gentlemen, if you missed it at GPW Challenger, this was the street fight that I was alluding to earlier. Giulia and Solruka absolutely put each other to the limit in the NXT arena, and Joe Hendry, as the special referee for that match, definitely added a little bit of chaos to it. But this will be the ending point. The Arriva Dirty caught her up, dropped her with Vermilion. Joe Hendry will count the 3, and Giulia will walk out as the victor. And what a matchup that was. You can check out that matchup in its entirety in the GPW Challenger video. Make sure you go check that out. But also, making their way down to the ring right now, we have another Grizzled Initiative match, as the Culling, Josh Briggs, and Andre Chase, not Miles Bourne, as he will be representing the Culling here tonight in their corner. Shawn Spears currently resting up for the main event here tonight for the National Championship. Speaking of championships, the GPW hopefuls making his way down to the ring, the WWE Evolve champion, the inaugural champion, Jackson Drake, also a Deadlock Pro Wrestling regular, which is also a really cool thing to see. Jackson Drake, his evolution, so to speak, and making his way down the ring, a Pro Wrestling Noah and NXT representative, Yoshiki Inamura. I still don't know how to say his name correctly, but either way, Yoshiki, he's about to do some damage, as Jackson Drake and Andre Chase are going to start off this matchup here tonight. And this is a double header, so to speak. You have double or nothing, so to speak. I mean, if Josh Briggs and Andre Chase beat Drake and Inamura here tonight, Drake and Inamura, they're still going to be without a contract, and that's also not to say that these wrestlers can't come back eventually and compete for it again, but they're not going to be shown every week here on GPW if they're not going to be able to secure the victory. And look at this, Josh Briggs immediately trying to get to the face of his former tag team partner, Yoshiki Inamura. I mean, both these guys, they've been putting back-to-back bangers against each other for the NXT Championship, with former GPW Internet Champion Obafemi, currently the champion on NXT, sending Inamura all the way into his own corner, but Inamura just pushing him off. We already know that these two are going to hit hard as hell, and Yoshiki, he's definitely giving Briggs a little bit of a run for the money right now. It's almost similar to back in the first GPW pressure event when Brooks Jensen announced an open challenge, and Josh Briggs would be the man to answer that open challenge. And look at this now, Jackson Drake, gets the tag, and the big boot to the head, followed up with the sidewalk slam. Jackson Drake trying to go for the pin, big super kick. Andre Chase, missile drop kick out of the corner, knocked both Briggs and Drake down. But Briggs, man, what a jackknife. Just sending him almost 8 feet in the air all the way down to his back. And they're gonna do it again with the double back body drop. Andre Chase, atomic drop, just showing no respect for his opponent here tonight. Enziguri from Jackson Drake. Drake getting a little bit envious now as he gets the gut check. Look at this handspring cutter, beautifully delivered. Now he's gonna try to get the pinfall here, gonna steal the victory, maybe. No, Jackson Drake, gets booted right in the face courtesy of Andre Chase, and Chase is about to take you to school, drops him down with the curtain call. Wait a minute, we saw this move before. We saw this in the 6-man match. That drop kick into a suplex maneuver. And Briggs just propelling Jackson Drake back off the ropes with the lariat, followed up with a spinebuster in the middle of the ring. This could be it here. He could be laid out. No, Jackson Drake getting the shoulder up. Might need a new finisher, Briggs. It's not really working. But look at this now. They're going to take a 3-point stance, just like the university that Chase used to teach in. But wait a minute now. Yoshiki Inamura and Josh Briggs, they're going to fight each other on the outside. Briggs keeping Inamura busy. That's Andre Chase now. We saw this move before. The skill tree. Dropping him on his face. Josh Briggs tossing Inamura into the barricade. And Andre Chase and the Culling are going to walk out with the victory here tonight. So far, we got one person that may have possibly been signed for a GPW contract once again in Claudio Castagnoli, but tonight it is the Culling that shows how dominant they are. The Culling still a undefeated tag team here in GPW. And ladies and gentlemen, we have recent footage developing as we saw a triple threat matchup at GPW Challenger for the No Boundaries title between Stephanie Vaquer, Dragon Lee, and Penta. And this was actually moments after that matchup, and everybody had gotten, ready and everything. It looked like Dragon Lee and Stephanie Vaquer were sort of speaking of some sort of alliance, and I don't know the details of everything yet, but all I know is right now, making his way down to the ring, a man who defeated Javon Evans at GPW Challenger before he was interrupted by this man, this monster. His name is Abyss. Abyss, the TNA legend, the absolute powerhouse, the monster, just to say it, the fucking monster, man. He's Abyss. But either way, Abyss here on GPW now, and he's gonna get his hands on Ricky Saints. I would say this is his debut match here in GPW, but we saw him, have his sacrifice, so to speak, in the form of the local competitor known as Chosen. Oh, Abyss just getting a big boot directly into the face of Ricky Saints, and oh no, big splash, flattens Ricky. And look at this now, Abyss just toying with his food, and this matchup has certainly gone a lot more time than the first match did. The first match didn't even last about a minute. Right now, Ricky Saints getting some offense in here on the monster, and Abyss, he's certainly gonna try to take some more out of Ricky Saints. But Ricky, he has been the workhorse, so to speak, in the past month or so since GPW Seasons went weekly. I mean, Ricky Saints, I'm pretty sure he's competed in every single episode thus far, or if he hasn't competed in every matchup on every show so far. Oh, he definitely made an appearance as Ricky Saints back in the ring catches Abyss with a middle rope spear. Ricky Saints could be walking away with a victory over Abyss. And also, I don't know if Abyss is actually signed here. From what I've heard, Abyss just wanted to hurt people, so I guess Abyss is, here on GPW, but right now, Abyss with the big splash, catching Ricky Saints off guard with shock treatment, good lord, and the black hole slam, signed, sealed, and delivered, signature Abyss taking out Ricky Saints. You already knew it wasn't going to last long as soon as Abyss walked into the ring, and Abyss, what a matchup that he's shown us here tonight. I mean, who is really going to be able to take down this monster? I mean, just Abyss, an absolute behemoth in the middle of that ring, and especially, when he doesn't have Janice with him, might not be... Wait, what the hell? Who the hell is that? Wait a minute, someone's... jumping the barricade! Well, why the hell are we not... Yo, that's Ron Killings? Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's Ron Killings. Can we please get somebody... this is not supposed to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Ron Killings he's currently jumping the barricade, and Ricky Saints he has no idea what's going on as Ron Killings grabbing Ricky Saints up and dropping him under the trash can with a power bomb. Come on, we gotta get security out here. He's not supposed to be here. He is not a wrestler here in GPW, and he was not supposed to make an appearance. Can somebody please get me some goddamn help right now? Do your fucking job, then. What the hell am I even paying you guys for if you're not gonna be able to get him out? Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we struggle to get some sort of security at ringside, we will also be seeing a night of open challenges next week as Masha Slamovich, who just won that championship, the GPW Internet Championship, back from Rusev at Challenger. She will be putting the title on the line in an open challenge next week. And our second open challenge, El Grande Americano returns to the ring, and he's set to put on the Super Grande Open Challenge. And El Grande Americano is ready to show everybody what he's learned in the last 50 years of professional wrestling, and especially when it's an open challenge, anything can happen. But also your main event of that evening, ladies and gentlemen, will be the GPW Tag Team Championships in an open challenge, as All Ego LLC put their belts on the line against any two competitors who want to compete. But, you know, I don't think it's going to be somebody like, you know, maybe Joe Hendry. It is now time for your main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, as Joe Hendry makes his GPWC's return, and he has a championship matchup ahead of him. This matchup will be under three-way dance rules, ladies and gentlemen, meaning elimination. The last man standing will walk out with the GPW National Championship here tonight. And making his way down to the ring, this man has already gone one-on-one with the champion a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago actually. Jacob Fatu and Shawn Spears, they had one classic matchup for that national title. But now, with Joe Hendry thrown into the mix, who is going to be walking out with the GPW National Championship? And Jacob Fatu, he's held that belt ever since May, and he has been riding high with that belt ever since. He's going on month 3 of holding that title, and it could be coming to an end here tonight as Joe Hendry and Jacob Fatu, Shawn Spears, everybody trying to figure out who wants to attack who. But either way, they're going to have to attack each other at one point or another if they want to walk out as the champion. But now Shawn Spears taking every opportunity, trying to go for a super kick. And Jacob Fatu is catching him right in the top of the face with a super kick. And Jacob Fatu just getting laid out with a big body slam from Hendry. Backbreaker from Shawn Spears. Bulldog from Fatu. Everybody's just bringing off any attack that they can at the moment. Jacob Fatu sending him to the floor. Good lord. Fatu just propelling himself out of the ring. And now Fatu, he's ready to take Shawn Spears. But wait a minute. Fatu, he got caught off guard. He got distracted. Suplex to the floor. Shawn Spears taking out the Samoan werewolf. And wait a minute now, in the middle of the ring, Fatu, Rikishi driver, lays out Joe Hendry. Jacob Fatu now hooking the leg. Shawn Spears, he just watches on. Good plan from Shawn Spears. Wait a minute now. Samoan drop. May have second-guessed that one. As now Shawn Spears rolling up Jacob Fatu. He could be walking out with elimination. No. Shawn Spears getting out of the ring, avoiding another attack from Joe Hendry. And Shawn Spears, I don't know what he's looking for. Oh, of course, his patent pending. His patent chair. Oh, wait a minute now. Joe Hendry fighting the chair away from the chairman. Joe Hendry now. Pop-up powerbomb lays out Shawn Spears. Now Jacob Fatu catches Joe Hendry with his own pop-up powerbomb. And wait a minute now. Shawn Spears with a backbreaker from the suplex position. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, tilt-a-whirl sidewalk slam from Joe Hendry. And now Jacob Fatu, Samoan drop, lays out Joe Hendry. And look at this now, hooking the leg, Jacob Fatu. Oh, that was just uncalled for. Shawn Spears just tossing the chair into the pinfall of Fatu, breaking it up. It's elimination rules, I don't know why you would. But either way, Shawn Spears laying out Joe Hendry with a lariat. Crossbody from out of the second rope. Fatu's trying to take out his former foe to make ends meet, but right now, oh no, looked like Fatu was about to get body slammed onto the chair. Shawn Spears picks up the chair of his own and gets right into the face. And now Fatu, oh no, Uranagi lays out Spears onto the GPW logo. And right on that same logo, Joe Hendry with the neck breaker. Oh my god! Shawn Spears with pinpoint accuracy throwing the chair right into the face of Joe Hendry. Oh! Just lighting up the heads of both Hendry and Fatu. Shawn Spears patella drop brainbuster. Joe Hendry now, he's thinking about if he should break up the pinfall or he doesn't even know what happened earlier. But either way, Hendry out of the two gets a big suplex on Shawn Spears. Oh no. Joe Hendry, he has no idea what to do here. Super kick incoming. Whoa, wait a minute. Standing ovation onto the chair. Jacob Fatu, he's watching on. Joe Hendry could have just eliminated Shawn Spears. No. Spears gets the kick out. Fatu lays out Hendry. And look at this now with the spinning back suplex. Fatu trying to eliminate Hendry. Matchup continues. Fatu was looking to put Shawn Spears through that table, but this is a bad position to be in if you're Shawn Spears. Joe Hendry looking to powerbomb him through the table, but Shawn Spears now, whoa, hopping out of the way of Fatu's attack, stomping on Joe Hendry. But wait a minute, oh no. Jacob Fatu headbutts him all the way down. He crashes face first through the table. And now Fatu pulling Hendry in. Implanter DDT. Jacob Fatu dropping Hendry on his head. And Joe Hendry has been eliminated. Joe Hendry eliminated from the match, the national champion, standing tall at the moment. It's down to him and Shawn Spears. One of these men is going to walk out with the national belt. And Shawn Spears now trying to take control. Wait a minute, now Fatu out of the corner with the step up into the crossbody. Now Jacob Fatu, Samoan splash, dropping down onto Shawn Spears. 2 chairs in the middle of the ring. Any weapon at your disposal. But Shawn Spears kicks out. Matchup continues. And wait a minute now, as Fatu trying to get back up to his feet, Miles Bourne comes back out here. Jacob Fatu tried to grab one of the chairs. Shawn Spears taking control. There is no disqualifications in this match, so if Miles Bourne wanted to get involved, he can. But now Shawn Spears picking up the chair. Whoa, wraps it across the head of Jacob Fatu. And now Shawn Spears with the C4. Dropping Jacob Fatu. We may have a new GPW National Champion. Fatu gets the shoulder up. Shawn Spears is beside himself. And Miles Bourne cannot believe that Fatu is still in this. Oh no. You better turn around. And I think he's too late as JC Mateo, the hired gun, the buddy, the little bro, so to speak, taking care of Miles Bourne. Sending him off the stage with a super kick. That's how you get shit done in the Blood Dynasty. But JC Mateo getting rid of Miles Bourne. Jacob Fatu, he's still trying to get up to his feet. And Shawn Spears with the chair in his hand. No, he's got evil intentions. Jacob Fatu moved out of the way of the chair. Super kick incoming. Shawn Spears catching the leg. Fatu pushes him back. And a neck breaker lays out Spears. And wait a minute now, Jacob Fatu taking position and nails the moonsault. Jacob Fatu hooks the leg and retains the national championship. Jacob Fatu, an absolute masterclass to close out our event. We're out of time, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time on GPWCs.